Brooklyn's Entertainment Gems has just started a new season, and after more than a decade, they're continuing to do what they do best. Company XIV, we'll figure that out, ignites the senses with a cross between high art and entertainment, right at the intersection of Baroque and striptease.
That's a nice neighborhood. Well, the 2016-17 season at Fort Greene's Irondale Theater features adult-only productions, and two of the performers are joining us on BK Live to raise the curtain and our anticipation for their production, Paris. We want to welcome company members Marcy Richardson. Thanks for joining us, Marcy.
My pleasure.
And Jacob Carr is here. Welcome to BK Live. Jacob. Get in there.
For joining us, you two. Okay, first let's clarify the name.
Get out your dollar.
Tell us how you say it. First, we're going to ask Marcy to write down how she says it, and then Jacob's going to write down how he says it.
It can go either way. A lot of the company members, we refer to ourselves as Company XIV, but we can also be referred to as Company 14 as well. Okay. And it's an homage to Louis XIV.
Okay.
And so, of course, you always see the Roman numerals next to his name, so that's kind of why we go with XIV, but 14 is good too.
Okay.
So
Okay.
as long as you can get a ticket, call it whatever you want.
Absolutely.
Just get yourself in the door.
Definitely. Jacob, tell us how you got involved with XIV.
Wow, it's a long story for me. I moved to New York in 2008, and I saw a production of them, I want to say within the first year that I lived here, and fell in love right away. It was this huge dinner party scene, and everyone got shot throughout the course of the scene, and it was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. And I knew someone in the company, and he introduced me to Austin, our director, choreographer. And from there, we tried to just make some things work and tried to get me into the company. And the first time I ever actually did a job was 2013. So it took a few years for it to work out, but it's since then been the greatest work I've ever done.
So Marcy, this ain't your standard little theater company. You guys have a lot of demands, but there's a story that comes through. It's not like as empty as like a Cirque du Soleil. Like there's a man spinning. There's actually acting and stories and emoting, and you have to stand on your head.
Yes, XIV is a dance company that fuses ballet, burlesque dance, opera, popular music, circus arts, and burlesque, of course. And we use all of these elements combined to tell stories. So all of our shows do have a plot combining all of these elements.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about the plot of the upcoming show, Paris?
Yes.
Most certainly. So the show we're doing now, Paris, follows the Greek mythology tale of the judgment of Paris. Paris is awarded a golden apple from Zeus through Mercury, and it's up to him to choose which goddess is the fairest. So the way that our show is told, the way that it's presented, is almost like a pageant. And these three crazy goddesses do everything they possibly can to achieve this golden apple, which is truly just a trophy of vanity for them. And Paris gets a little lost in the midst of it and thinks that they're falling in love with him, but really they just want vanity. Yeah, so it kind of follows that journey, and the three goddesses are played by brilliant, brilliant performers, Marcy being one of them. She plays Athena.
Woo! And Athena, not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the big ones.
She's the warrior, yeah.
Heard of her.
And I, as Paris, get to kind of step into their worlds for a little moment in time.
So we're sitting here with the big wigs.
Yeah.
Paris and Athena at our table. Now, a lot gets made of the fact that you guys do adult-only productions, but I just found out that I've been to two of them, and it's adult, but I don't want people to be scared away because it's only adult in the sense that it's not dumbed down. It's not like something that you'd be embarrassed if your mom is next to you, but it's just like full out without having to be like, oh, it's like you go there without being like smutty.
Exactly.
But there's like lots of eye candy, don't get me wrong. Like they're not so ugly.
Is that it? Is that what makes us cross the line to adult?
I think so. There's definitely a lot of...
There's partial nudity, you know, a lot of pasties. They're very sparkly and beautiful. A lot of thongs, a lot of beautiful behinds, I would say.
Yes.
But yeah, I do think that we keep it classy. So
Yeah, totally.
you know, my mom and dad and family members have all come to the shows and love them, and
No one's run out in the middle.
No, definitely not.
Well, not our family members.
No, I guess maybe not our family members. Maybe some would be. But I have some pretty conservative family members that have really enjoyed the
But
performances.
it walks the line. It's very cool and adult, but not embarrassing or cringe. Or like you could take your mom and be like,
Right.
that was good, huh?
Yeah, it's 16 and up, so
Yeah.
you know it's
Okay.
something that even even a teenager who can handle,
Right.
the more adult themes is totally fine.
Right.
Right.
There's a lot crazier things on TV.
Yes,
Very true.
indeed. And speaking of crazy, tell me about this production design, the sets, all the stuff that goes into making one of these that all looks so incredible.
Yeah. We like to joke that 80% of Company XIV is costumes and lighting, and 20% is actual physical output, which is not true because we bust our
'Cause
butts
you're
every
the
night.
actors.
Yeah.
But it is. It's the team is brilliant. The work that they do is unreal, and it's so smart, and it's so important. Every lighting cue is so crucial to telling the story, and it's the kind of thing that I feel like as an audience member you sit back and you really are transported into whichever world, whichever story they're telling, and it's so great to be on stage and
Yeah.
to be part of it. Yeah.
No detail goes unfinished. I mean, every shoe, every bra, every pasty is rhinestoned by hand by our team. I don't even want to think about the hours
know,
they
it's a
all
lot.
spend doing that, but the design is very important to them, and all of the dancers and singers and acrobats were always performing in masks and insanely high heels
Yeah.
and very constricting corsets at times. But when you see the overall aesthetic and effect it has, it's really well worth it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely worth just getting past it and
Yeah.
performing.
It makes you want to go to the gym when you leave too. You definitely feel like I gotta
okay.
get it together. But Marcy, I wanted to ask you how being at the Irondale sort of informs the production, because every time I've seen you guys, just the physical space is so transporting, and you guys really use the venues that you're at to the fullest effect.
I think the Irondale is especially, it really lends itself to the show because it's more of an intimate experience than some of our theaters in the past. All of the seating is couches and cafe tables, so everyone is very comfortable. We have table service where servers will bring you champagne. So it's very it's decadent. It's a really special night out for everyone who comes.
Yeah, I'm almost sad that you guys are here because it's going to be more difficult to get in now that the secret is out.
Cat's out of the
Especially
bag.
the Irondale is more intimate now, so you got to get tickets. Speaking of which, how do we get in? When is the show?
We perform Tuesday through Saturday at 8 p.m. every night, and you go to our website, companyxiv.com, for tickets, and on the website you can purchase tables that come with bottles of champagne or tables that come with certain glasses of wine and things like that. So it's kind of set up
Yeah.
for you to gear your night as you'd like it to be.
Very cool.
Has Paris already started? Is it going to
We opened
start?
2 weeks ago.
Yes,
Yes.
almost 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And we have just a couple more weeks left.
Anything special for Halloween?
We are having some sort of
Absolutely.
Halloween party on Saturday night.
Yep, it's a Halloween
Right.
party. Our guests are encouraged to dress up. Not necessary, but definitely encouraged. And during
wouldn't you?
intermission, the winners get, bottle of champagne, and then the theater will stay open later than usual so that everyone can party with the cast and crew afterwards.
That's awesome.
Right.
I know. What else would
I
you
know where
do?
you're going to be.
I'm the worst at Halloween. I'm the worst Halloween person, but that's a little inspiring. I might get something together. Rhinestones. I'm saying rhinestones.
Many
We can hook you up with that if you need
Rhinestones.
some.
Exactly.
He does.
You can borrow something.
I do. Well, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate our neighbors from down the street
That's
coming
right.
down to tell us what they're doing. From Company XIV, again, tickets.
www.companyxiv.com, and it takes you right to a ticket link.
Awesome. All right, we'll see you at the theater.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.